I'm Kevin Coleman with the Cider Gazette, and I am at the Pump House for yet another opening for the month's artwork, and this is one of the artists here on display for the month of August. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Santha Gwyn, and I'm from down across the river in Kentucky, a little town called Greenup, and I was invited to show my work here.
All right, and I asked you about to talk about one or two of your favorite pieces here, and you said this was one of them.
Yes, Creative Process 2 is one of my favorite because it represents a time in my life where the ideas were coming at such a pace that it was a bit overwhelming, and I really loved the colors, and it was a fun piece to work on. And a lot of people really feel like that they relate to it, whether they like the colors or they feel the inspiration.
That seems like a struggle, what you're depicting there, or maybe a burst of energy.
Sometimes the ideas come really slow, and you struggle to get them out, and sometimes they come really fast, and you feel overwhelmed by them.
Is this probably a self-portrait?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you didn't have real birds, did you?
No, I do a lot of research for each piece.
So is there anything significant that these are eastern bluebirds?
I like them, and I get to see them every day.
Okay. So it looks like, what is your preferred medium?
Color pencil. I used to paint in oils, and I decided that I wanted to learn how to draw and increase my drawing skills. And then I started with the graphite, the large-scale graphite, and I missed the bright colors for my paintings. And so I endeavored to try to make color pencil look like oil painting. And I think you can see the progression in this show of my skill level. And with each piece it gets a little bit better.
And you said you've had a little health-related hold up because of health?
No, I had carpal tunnel recently from drawing, actually. The oil paint, it has a long drying time, and I felt like that I wasn't using my skill as much because I was fudging all the detail with color and paint. And I thought that if I learned to draw a little bit better, then it would just be closer to the art for me as an artist, to be in the art and have more control.
All right. And you said there was one across the way that you liked.
Yes.
Okay. This is very epic and very colorful.
Well, I use a lot of architectural pieces in my drawings just because I love architecture, and I think it gives it a grounding or a base that says this is important. And this one, though, is called Mother Nature, and this one represents the struggle that we have with our mothers or with nature itself. And as you can see, the fallopian tubes are represented here. And then the woman is in a sacrificial stance, a lot like the crucifixion, to represent the sacrifice of women or of Mother Nature at our cost. At her cost, we use her to live. And a lot of times it's like that for the mother, because we don't really realize a lot of times what our mothers sacrifice for our lives to be better. And in this you can see that the red represents the menses, which is going down and giving the life water to the babies, which is kind of what Mother Nature does for us. And the babies are playing and having a good time, and they're completely oblivious to the fact that while this is stable and ancient, it's actually very vulnerable, and it could all fall apart at any time.
All right, so a very powerful image. And is most of your art here for sale?
Most of it is for sale, yes.
And these are originals? They're not
Yes, they're all
prints?
originals. A piece over there took 2 years. This one took a year and a half. The creative process, too, that we talked about earlier, it took about 3 months.
Okay, so a lot of time just coming up with the idea as well as executing.
Well, the ideas are in my head, and they usually start out as a feeling or an emotion, and I see things in pictures. And so then I do a lot of research to try to convince myself that I could create what's in my head. And then I start on the layout, and it starts as a smaller piece. And then I project the layout, and then I do all the detail work.
All right, how can people find you? Do you have an online presence?
I'm on all the social media. I have Instagram, Santha Gwyn on Instagram, and it's Santha Gwyn on Facebook.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming to Chillicothe and showing your work.
Thank you.